In the heart of the icy north, where the land was covered in a blanket of snow, stood the magnificent palace of the Snow Queen. Her palace was made of glittering ice, with towers that reached the sky and halls that sparkled like diamonds. But the Snow Queen's heart was as cold as the ice she ruled. One day, a brave prince from a distant kingdom set out on a journey to free his land from the eternal winter cast by the Snow Queen. Armed with nothing but a magical sword that could melt even the hardest ice, he ventured into the frozen wilderness. As the prince approached the Snow Queen's palace, the wind howled, and a blizzard swirled around him. Ice wolves, summoned by the Snow Queen, leaped from the snow, their fangs sharp and eyes glowing blue. The prince fought bravely, his sword slashing through the icy air, each strike sending a burst of warmth that melted the wolves into puddles of water. The Snow Queen, watching from her icy throne, grew furious. She summoned a giant ice dragon to stop the prince. The dragon roared, its breath freezing the very air. But the prince, undeterred, charged at the dragon. With a mighty leap, he drove his sword into the dragon's icy heart, shattering it into 1,000 sparkling shards. Now only the Snow Queen remained. She descended from her throne, her eyes cold and unforgiving. The prince and the Snow Queen faced each other in a final showdown. With a wave of her hand, she sent a blizzard so fierce it blinded the prince. But he remembered his mission, and with a swift move, he struck the ground with his sword. The earth beneath the Snow Queen's feet began to crack, and a warm light burst forth, melting the ice around her. The Snow Queen's cold heart began to thaw, and as the light grew brighter, she transformed into a gentle snowflake. The eternal winter ended, and the prince's kingdom was free from the icy grip of the Snow Queen. The brave prince returned home, where the people cheered and celebrated the return of spring. The Snow Queen was never seen again, but every winter, a single snowflake would fall, reminding everyone of the prince's bravery and the warmth of his heart.